I was 6 years old. My dad came home late. The first thing he did was check the mail. Bills. Always bills. I watched him open each one, and his face would change. His shoulders would tense. He'd sigh. And my 6-year-old brain made a decision. Money causes stress. I didn't understand finance, but I understood fear. That one moment, repeated 1,000 times, created what financial psychologists call a money script. And until I understood what that script was, no amount of raises or budgeting would change my life. Sound familiar? My name is Adam. If you've watched the Money Milestones series, you know the journey. Episode 1, $10,000, feeling negotiation power. Episode 2, $20,000, discovering career mobility. Episode 3, 6 figures, falling into the lifestyle inflation trap. But here's what I didn't tell you. None of those external milestones fixed the real problem. The real problem wasn't the money. It was how I thought about money. The script running in my brain telling me money equals stress, that I didn't deserve financial peace. In this final episode, we're not talking about hitting numbers. We're changing the operating system. Only 8% of people achieve lasting financial peace, not because they're smarter, because they rewrote their money scripts. Subscribe, because this is the mechanism that makes wealth building work. Let's dive in. Here's what I realized watching myself. I reached $10,000, felt better. $20,000, felt empowered. $78,000, felt amazing. $120,000, felt broken. On paper, I'd accomplished everything, 93% income increase, but I was more anxious than ever. I couldn't enjoy wins or celebrate progress because a voice constantly whispered, "It won't last. Something bad is coming. You'll lose it all." So I started writing down every belief I had about money. Money causes stress. Rich people are selfish. I don't deserve more. More money equals more problems. Financial security isn't for people like me. As I wrote them, something shifted. I recognized them not as universal truths, but as childhood beliefs. Money causes stress equals dad opening bills looking anxious. Rich people are selfish equals mom saying wealthy people were greedy. I don't deserve more, being told to be grateful and not ask for more. These weren't my beliefs. They were inherited beliefs. But I was living my entire financial life based on them. We're told financial success is about mechanics, save more, earn more, invest more. But research shows something different. Behavioral psychologists discovered these unconscious beliefs about money called money scripts. Here's what's shocking. They predict your financial future better than income does. People with limiting scripts making $100K end up with less wealth than people with empowering scripts making $60K. The script determines behavior. Behavior determines outcome. Research found only 8% of people maintain financial improvement long-term. 92% revert back. But when people identify and replace their money scripts, that flips. People who implement conscious money scripts see 250% faster wealth building. That's the difference between financial stress and peace. Most people think financial freedom means reaching a number. Once I have X dollars saved, I'll feel secure. Once I'm making Y dollars per year, I'll feel worthy. Once I reach Z net worth, I'll relax. But the number keeps moving. Hit 10K, suddenly 20K feels necessary. Make 100K, suddenly 150K feels required. Because you're chasing a number instead of changing the belief. The belief still is, I'm not enough. My money is not enough. No external achievement fixes internal anxiety. But here's where everything changed for me. I'm Adam, 40 years old, making $95,000. I took a pay cut from operations director because I realized something 5 years ago. I'd never feel secure chasing a number. So I stopped. I started the hardest work, rewiring my money scripts. First, I identified them through journaling. What did I learn about money as a kid? Money causes stress and anxiety, watching my dad with bills. I'm not smart enough to be wealthy. Economics teacher, not a math person. Rich people are isolated and unhappy, seeing family drama. It's selfish to prioritize my financial security. Money is the root of all evil. Financial mistakes are unforgivable. Bad family investment. I did something radical. I chose to replace them. Not positive thinking, not affirmations, evidence-based replacement. Old script, money causes stress. New script, money is a tool that creates peace when managed intentionally. And I lived it. Every financial decision. What would someone believe if they believed money creates peace? Old script, I'm not smart enough to be wealthy. New script, wealth comes from intention and consistency. Wealthy people weren't born knowing how to manage money. They learned it. I could too. Old script, rich people are unhappy and isolated. New script, financial peace gives freedom to build meaningful relationships. I spent time with financially peaceful people. They weren't unhappy, more relaxed, generous, present. Over 5 years, I replaced every limiting script with an empowering one. Income down 25%, stress down 90%, savings up, relationships better, worthiness increased. One specific morning in my modest apartment, soft light through thin curtains, coffee in a chipped blue mug on a wooden table, my old laptop open, banking app on screen. For the first time in 30 years, my chest felt loose, jaw relaxed, shoulders down, looking at my money, because I'd changed the operating system. Money scripts form early, usually ages 3 to 7, through observing parents, direct comments about worth, emotional money events, what you're taught about deserving. Here's the key. These scripts aren't conscious. They run in the background like operating system code. You can't upgrade financial life without changing money scripts. Research identifies 4 main categories. Money avoidance. Money is bad. Wealthy people are greedy. I don't deserve it. Leads to unconscious self-sabotage, bad deals, avoiding finances, guilt about earning more. Money worship. Money is the answer. More money equals happiness. I must have it to be worthy. Leads to obsessive chasing, risky decisions, sacrificing relationships, perpetual unfulfillment. Money status. Money defines worth. I need luxury to be valued. Leads to overspending on status symbols, envy, never building wealth. Money vigilance. Money is scarce. I must hoard and protect it. Leads to never investing, living in fear even when wealthy, passing anxiety to children. Most of us have combinations, and most don't know, but awareness is the first step. The second is choosing to replace them. Your brain is plastic. It can learn new patterns, but you must be intentional. Old belief, I'm not smart enough, needs action, reading financial books, learning investing, making plans. Old belief, money causes anxiety, needs calm conversations, automated savings, celebrating small wins. New beliefs become real through behavioral change that proves them true. I'm sitting alone on my old couch in my modest apartment. 11:23 p.m., Thursday night, quiet room, low fridge hum, car passing outside. My paycheck hit my account. I open the banking app. The number is smaller than at $120,000. My body prepares for the usual, tight chest, clenched jaw, shoulders creeping up. It doesn't come. I breathe, and I feel something I've never felt looking at money. Calm. Not excitement, not euphoria, just calm. I'm making less money, and I feel safer than ever. That's when clarity hits. I didn't need 6 figures for security. The number was never the point. The point was the belief. I could change it with $0 or $95,000 in income. So I did, deliberately. Intentional spending. Not deny yourself, but spend on things that align with your values, not society's. I was spending $600 a month on a car I didn't love because I should have a nice car. $1,700 a month on an apartment I didn't want because that's what successful people had. spending on identity, not life. I moved to a modest apartment I actually loved, sold the car for something practical that brought me joy, freed up $1,500 a month by aligning spending with my values. I felt richer at $95,000 than $120,000, not because of money, because of alignment. External circumstances got worse, income down 25%, internal experience got dramatically better, because I was no longer operating from limiting beliefs, I was operating from intentional values.
Here's how this works. Scenario 1. Money script. I don't deserve wealth. A raise comes in, you unconsciously sabotage it. Spend it all, bad investment, get fired. You replace with, I am worthy of stability. Behavior changes. Save, invest, build. Scenario 2. Money script. Money causes conflict. You avoid money conversations, stress and anxiety. You replace with, money conversations deepen trust. Calm talks, joint plans, closer. Scenario 3. Wealthy people are isolated. Unconsciously prevents wealth building because wealth equals loneliness. You replace with, financial peace equals freedom for relationships. Wealth as connection tool. The 5-step process. Step 1. Identify your money scripts. Write your first 5 money memories. What did you learn? Feel. Step 2. Trace to source. Where did this belief come from? Parent? Teacher? Trauma? Step 3. Challenge it. Is it still true? Objectively real? Serves your well-being? Step 4. Create replacement. What would you like to believe instead? Step 5. Practice new behavior. Act as if it's true. Decide based on it. Prove it through action. This isn't theory. People who do this see 250% faster wealth building. Not because they earn more, because they save more, invest wisely, avoid self-sabotage. The journey I took, $10,000 to $120,000 in income, then to peace at $95,000, wasn't failure. That was the actual path. I couldn't reach peace through external achievement, had to reach it through internal change. And that's available to you right now, regardless of income. Don't wait for more money. Don't wait for a number. Start rewriting your money scripts today. Your life changes, not because circumstances change, but because your relationship to them changes. Your brain stops running survival mode, starts running abundance mode. In abundance mode, you make better decisions, spot opportunities, take calculated risks, build instead of hoard. This week, write down 5 beliefs you have about money. Not beliefs you think you should have, beliefs you actually act on. Ask, where did this come from? Is it true? Does it serve me? If no, start crafting a replacement. The most powerful thing for your financial future isn't optimizing your budget, it's rewriting the operating system. Money is just a reflection of your beliefs about yourself. Believe you're worthy? Money reflects that. Believe you're broken? Money reflects that too. 92% of people who improve finances revert back because they changed behavior, not belief. The 8% who achieve lasting peace, they changed the operating system. And now you know how. Thank you for following Adam's journey through money milestones. You learned scarcity mindset at $10,000, loss aversion at $20,000, lifestyle inflation trap at 6 figures. Now you know the real secret. None of it matters if you don't rewrite the script. Identify limiting beliefs. Replace them with empowering ones. Watch what happens to your money. Watch what happens to your peace. Wealth isn't about having more. It's about believing you deserve more. Then structuring your life around that belief. That's what breaks the cycle. I'll see you on the next series.